it is now my honor and privilege to introduce Dr. Richard Box. Dr. Box, DDS, FACD, practices dentistry in Austin, Texas. He is a graduate of the Texas A&M University and the University of Texas Dental Branch in Houston. Upon graduation, he went on to do active duty with the U.S. Army and served in the Republic of South Vietnam as an Army dentist. Dr. Box has served in several appointed positions of responsibility in state government. He was appointed by the Governor Bill Clemens to the Texas Real Estate Commission and the State of Texas Aircraft Cooling Board, where he served as chairman. He is retired from the Adjunct General's Department of Texas, where he commanded the Texas State Guard as a Major General. In 2008, Dr. Box was appointed to the Texas A&M System Board of Regents and served the last 2 years of his term as chairman. During his service on the Board of Regents, the Texas A&M system had one of its most expansive periods, opening 2 new universities in San Antonio and Killeen, establishing the National Center for Therapeutics Manufacturing in College Station, and the Texas A&M University School of Law in Fort Worth, and moving Texas A&M University into the Southeastern Conference in athletics. In 2011, Dr. Box was inducted as a fellow in the American College of Dentists, and on his retirement from the A&M Board of Regents, he was honored to be designated Chairman Emeritus. Dr. Box, it is truly an honor to have you here as our speaker. Please welcome Dr. Box.
Well, howdy. Good afternoon, and thank you, Dean Walensky, for that very kind and gracious introduction. Some months back, Dean Walensky called me and asked me if I would come today to deliver the commencement address. And I said I would be delighted to and an honor to, but that I would like to know what he wanted me to speak about. And he thought for a minute, and he said, "Oh, well, I think I want you to speak about 15 minutes. And so I can do that. As a matter of fact, I can even speak shorter period of time than that. And coming in, I was concerned that this was an opera house, and what that may mean. And he said, no, the opera house is behind us. So obviously he didn't intend for me to sing opera today, so I think we should all be relieved at that. Regent Swartz, thank you so much for your kind words. Chancellor Giroir, Provost Watson, distinguished faculty, distinguished guests, friends and families of today's graduates and graduates of Texas A&M's Baylor College of Dentistry classes of 2014. It's great to be back here at Baylor, and I'm delighted and honored to be with you this afternoon to share in this life-changing event for you. What happens today, you graduates will remember for the rest of your lives. You've been through a very rigorous educational experience, up late night at studying, up early in the morning studying, demanding tests, a very demanding time. But you've received a world-class education from a world-class institution, and that's a great achievement. And soon, you'll be getting your diplomas, and with that, I suppose you're ready to party. But from the looks of some of you coming in here, I think you've already started. Maybe late last night, early this morning. Well, just give me a little time, and I'll be through. Just a little time. And my, how time passes so fast. As I look back, it's been a little over 50 years since I was in your place. Where you are today, looking into the future, the unknown of what lies ahead. Looking back on those years that have gone by so quickly, one thing of wisdom that one wise professor told us so long ago, and I still use today, and I'll pass on to you, and that is, never give up completely that which is tried and true. and never accept completely that which is brand new. Now that can apply to just about anything we do in life, but it particularly applies to dentistry, meaning that you will be constantly approached with new products to buy and new methods to try, but always keep a healthy skepticism. Things just don't always work out the way they're supposed to. And since my graduation, look at the many discoveries in dentistry: adhesives, composite resins, fiber optics, lasers, digital x-rays, Gore-Tex and implants, CAD/CAM orthodontics, to name a few. The list goes on and on. But can you imagine the number of products that didn't measure up and didn't make the cut? Which brings us to the fact that the body of knowledge of humankind is expanding by exponential proportions, and we get information instantly by electronics. This past week, you were students. Today, you're graduates. Tomorrow, you become students again, for we are all students for the rest of our lives. And we live in a global setting. Today, you can go out to DFW Airport and take one of the longest flights in the world in commercial aviation, from DFW, direct, nonstop, to Sydney, Australia. And in a few hours, you can be on the other side of the world. Now, that used to be a hard thing to do, to get on the other side of the world, and it used to take a long time to do it. Now, it just takes a few hours, and it's commonplace. It's done every day. A couple of years ago, as chairman of the A&M system, I was in the office of the Minister of Energy of a Gulf state in the Middle East, on the Persian Gulf. A&M has an engineering school there. The minister told me the place he goes to for what he needs in his country's energy business, the experienced people, the equipment, the know-how, are all right here in Texas. We live in a global society, and you will be treating people from all over the world, no matter where you practice. I certainly do now down in Austin. As you graduates go forward from this day, you are entering a well-respected and noble healthcare profession. And no matter where your final disposition is, private practice, academia, government, or military, you will be offered challenges of leadership opportunities. Accept those challenges as an opportunity to give back. As members of the dental profession, we live and work day to day in the micro world of the oral cavity. We know we are called not only to succeed in that micro world, but to serve outside of it in the larger sphere. We are called not only to succeed, but to serve. We are not here to merely pass time or to march in place. We are here to help those around us, to heal the sick, to serve, and to make the world a better place. A life in service to others is a life well lived. Members of our profession have held leadership positions at all levels, local, state, national, and I can think of no better examples than Baylor's own Dr. Patricia Blanton, a professor emeritus here, a private practitioner, a dental leader at both state and national levels, the first female president of the Texas Dental Association, and more recently as president of the prestigious American College of Dentists, and our friend, the late Dr. Robert V. Walker. RV to his friends, Dr. Bob Walker was a world-renowned oral surgeon and was the pioneering former head and professor emeritus of oral maxillofacial surgery at Southwestern Medical, both proud graduates of Baylor College of Dentistry. There are many others, and every day we are surrounded by Baylor dental graduates who are making great contributions to society, and to their communities in many different ways. And hopefully, one day soon, all of you will be too. And now, a little advice in closing. Virginia Sater, an American author and psychotherapist, said, "Life is not the way it's supposed to be. It's the way it is. The way you cope with it is what makes the difference." Remember, time moves on, and change in life is constant. Learn to embrace both of those concepts, and the road ahead will be much smoother. And as you go up the ladder in your careers, remember to extend a helping hand down to those who come behind. Take time to give back. It may not be important to you now, but it means a great deal to those you extend a helping hand to. Remember, you wouldn't be sitting where you are today if you hadn't had someone extend a hand or two to you in the past. Life is precious. Scripture tells us it is but a vapor, here today and gone tomorrow. So carpe diem, seize the day. Make the most of each day and every moment you have. And so I wish you Godspeed as you go into the future. And I hope for you that the next 52 years in dentistry will be as blessed as the last 52 years have been for me. It's been great being with you. Thank you, and God bless. Thank you.
Dr. Box, we would like to present a token of our appreciation for your participation in 2014 commencement, and this frame medallion stamped with the seal of the Texas A&M University Health Science Center, which I present to you now.